bounce. And so
not that music
first.
thing.
And at the times that Oklahoma has kept in front and communicated, they've gotten a stop, or they've turned them over one of those 9 times. So the defense in the floor, Oklahoma struggled offensively, but I promise you, Coach Moser was addressing the defensive end of it so that it can produce and get them rolling on the offensive end.
Northwestern State has the edge on the boards, 17-12 as well. Fears trying to get some space for Bettis, and just a little miscommunication there between Fears and Godwin. No touch by a Demon. It's a Sooner turnover, their 4th.
Yeah, it was the right play. I mean, Godwin was, if that's executed, is going to lay that in. So Oklahoma staff clapping to Fears, because if he's trying to make the right decision, you want to keep encouraging.
Addison Patterson, they have him with only 4 points. I think I make him check the book at halftime. Seems like he's been more involved than that. Shot clock down to 7. Bettis stepping back, no. And there's Elvis for the backside board. Elvis wiggles past Patterson. Years trying to use a Godwin screen. He does. High arcer, no good, but he gets decked and fouled. And so Fears will shoot a pair. Referee Matt Jarman underneath on the call, and it's against Lado LeCoux, the Dallas native.
Well, Fears, to me, now this is the first time I've seen him in person live. His change of pace when he freezes a defender, like he did there, and then when he goes, Chad, it's really deceptive. And he has an excellent first step, so he's not wasting time.
He reclassified to the class of 2024. You mentioned earlier, just turned 18 and likes working with the Sooners. Ty Terrell, the NBA experience that Ty has coming in, his strength and conditioning component with Oklahoma's coaching staff. 22-21, Northwestern State. Fears has 6 for the Sooners. Demons have been very patient offensively. That time that worked out, even though Patterson got himself in no man's land. They still get a bucket.
Yeah, that's just fortunate for Northwestern State right there. Much better defended by Oklahoma.
So 3-point lead for Northwestern State. They've made 6 of their last 8. Lob for Godwin up top. That got poked away from behind. Getting a hand in the back was Willie Williams. Patterson weaving and turned it over. Fears got it, and he is fouled by Gerald Colonel. Trying to do a little too much that time, Patterson.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, when they've been most successful, there's ball moving early. If you don't have anything in transition, obviously it's okay to push it because you want to try to flatten out the defense a little bit better because that allows you to run your offense. But you don't want to try to hit home runs. I got this 3-point lead by their patience in the half court.
Run into 1-and-1, no good for Fears. Northwestern State is over the 7-foul limit. Transitioning back goes Thomas, and he knocks home the little foul line jumper.
That's a great break right there. Thomas gets it to the middle of the floor, and you had Lanes run very, very well. Thomas got a nice little pull-up game.
Demons by 5. Largest lead for either team tonight. Miles has the answer for the Sooners. He goes up top. Miles' first field goal of the night. Patterson trying to back down the freshman Fears. Bettis slipped and found his footing in time to hit the shot. So Love Bettis with the deuce.
Now you talked about it, Chad. Patterson being used all parts of the floor. Right there, a post step. He draws so much attention. Bettis was open on that weak side.
Love Bettis won a junior college national title at Coffeyville.
Gets to go with the 3.
And that one is home for Duke Miles.
He's a scorer. It's a couple of back-to-back buckets from him. Scores, Chad. Once they get a little bit of rhythm, they can score in bunches.
Miles averaged 17.5 a game at High Point last year. Spent 3 seasons at Troy well. And now at Oklahoma. Backside, a wide open dunk for Willie Williams.
And right there, Oklahoma, little trap out front. That's fine, but Fears has got to rotate over and protect the basket. He got caught being a little bit late with the help on the weak side.
Miles got a little screen from Godwin, and that freed him to find that space inside for two.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And now he's got a feel, taking over a little bit offensively for Oklahoma. Duke Miles.
So Miles able to provide the offense for the Sooners. Rick Cabrera a timeout for the Demons, maybe trying to figure out how to slow down Duke Miles, Brendan.
What's amazing, when we talk about scores, they just find a way to get buckets. Here's that one. That's tough right there over Addison going to his left. Gets one to go down. There's a three in rhythm. And you're going to see his third one. 3 straight buckets right here. Kind of nifty. Ball fake, goes up and under. 7 quick points from the High Point transfer.
And Porter Moser has talked about this with Duke Miles. The offense may come in spurts like this, but he's been their toughest, most urgent defender at the guard spot this preseason, and that's going to find you in the lineup when you play for Porter Moser.
Yeah, and Miles understands how to play. You know, you look at his stat line against Lindenwood. He had 14 points. I mean, he made the 4 threes. And so anytime shots go down, you look great. But he defended well, with intensity. And then in terms of a floor general or a lead guard, he had 6 assists and no turnovers. And so what you hope is he continues to do that, because that makes your team better. But it also shows a guy like Jeremiah Fears at this level what really is most important, and that's defense and taking care of the ball.
You know, it's one thing for a coach to continue to tell you what you need to do, but when you can watch, as you said, what Miles does, it really accelerates the learning curve for a young guy like Fears. Under a minute left in the opening half. Northwestern State has led for a good deal of it. They've had a lead of 5, which is the largest by either team tonight. And they just get a huge 3 from the Oklahoma City native, Micah Thomas. 5-point lead again. Shot clock is off. Oklahoma will play for the final look. Northwestern State, it looks like, is going to hold the lead. Elvis. Not this time. Colonel out of the pack with the rebound. And the Demons now will get the last look.
Yeah, not the shot you want right there, Chad. That gives Northwestern State the last look right here.
Patterson climbing to the rim, stripped, but a foul call. They will get Duke Miles for that one. That is 2 on Miles. So with 3 seconds left in the half, Patterson will have a chance to extend this lead.
Well, you see what Rich Cabrera has, and I'm just thinking ahead to January when they're in Southland Conference play. Situations late in the shot clock to end a half or a game, you can hand it to that guy at 6'7" and space and allow him to go make a play.
Yeah, he's going to be a matchup nightmare for teams this year. First of 2, no good. Cabrera, in his second season at Northwestern State, is just having to reshape the roster. Their culture is be an everyday guy. Show up and get better every day. And that's simple. There's no complicated messaging to that. So 1 of 2 there for Patterson. 3.4 to play in the half. And the largest lead for either team is 6 for the Demons. Miles angles, gets the shot away.
Oh.
And the Northwestern State Demons looking for their first ever win over Oklahoma. In 8 previous tries, they have not been successful. But a different story so far tonight. They have defended, holding Oklahoma to 33% from the field. Late offense for Oklahoma to try to hang around. But work to do for the Sooners if they're going to stay unbeaten here at the Lloyd Noble Center.
You've earned this.